Mon fils Ibrahim Traore. Voilà, mon fils, le grand leader, le grand héros des héros.
April 30th, 2025, the day that shall never be forgotten. History was written, not in ink, but in the blood, chanths, and courage of a free people. People came out in thousands, not out of fear, but with the fire in their eyes. And their message was simple: Africa will not kneel again.
Freedom for Africa! Africa for Africans! The land of Africa is for Africans everywhere!
They came out to defend a man, and more to that, they came to defend a vision. President Ibrahim Traore, a son of Africa, stood tall when others bowed. He said no to Western puppeters. He said no to military occupation. He said no to the chains of neocolonialism. And because he stood up, they tried to bring him down. A coup born not from the will of the people, but from the shadows, was crushed. But the insult did not go unanswered. The people rose. Traore did not just survive a coup, he awakened a revolution. He reminded the world that we are still here, still standing, still sovereign. They killed our heroes. They burned our books. They stole our gold, our land, and our languages. But they could not steal our spirit. And now that spirit has returned.
And so every time a black man stands up for black people, Martin Luther King, shot down. Malcolm X, shot down. Patrice Lumumba, shot down. Steve Biko, shot down. Everyone. Nelson Mandela, they locked him up for 27 years. Black people were taught to hate ourselves. That's right. Even to this day, many of my people suffer from self-hatred. And you will see us trying to change our skin color. Information. Laget. Kichi kichi. Kichima. Zipram konto. Alliance. Okay, lava.
Viva Africa, viva! 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 One Africa! One people! One Africa! One Africa! One people! One currency! One currency! One passport! Leave our sons alone! Leave our son alone! Leave our son alone! Leave our son alone!
April 30, 2025 is not just a Burkina victory. It is an African uprising. It is a message to France, to Washington, to Brussels. You have ruled enough. Now we write our own story. This is for them. A future where Africa is not a beggar, but a builder. Not a victim, but a voice. A continent unchained. Traore may be one man, but this day, he became a movement. And that movement became a nation. And that nation became the beating heart of a new world.
And I hope everyone is aware that we are no longer in a war on terrorism, but in a war of independence. Everyone must understand that it is a strategy. for the imperialists to impose this war on us. Normally, every leader, every ruler should fight for their country. It's a strategy. They fight for their interests, and we must also fight for our interests. If we manage to develop, to prosper, it means that over there, they will not be able to develop. They will have to regress. If we manage to transform our raw materials tomorrow, it means that over there, factories will close. Do you understand the logic? So it's normal that they fight to disrupt our society, to keep it in this constant war, so that we can never think about developing one day. And then they will continue to develop, while we will still be here exporting our raw materials to them and our youth, suffering in poverty, trying to cross the ocean, to go beg over there.
Camarades, bonjour. Camarades, la patrie ou la mort? La patrie ou la mort?
Of all the resources Burkina Faso have, they've not been able to build even more than 5,000 kilometers of road. Today, as we are speaking, when our politicians go around building first coach, second coach roads, he is building asphalted overland roads. How many years? And today, the person that is building roads, the person that is giving hope to the people, we have some people coming from nowhere to tell them that, you know what, we are ready to give you life. In fact, if they want to give life, they should go to Congo, they should go to South Sudan, they should go there, and the mess they caused there, they should go and put it together, take it back to their country. Enough is enough. We are ready to rise up and say, enough is enough. It is now. They can never keep us in the fear or the shackles of imperialism. We are ready to detach ourselves and say enough is enough. And this is the time that African youth need to read through the lines and see and realize the truth. The same way they did to Nkrumah, they use the same people. And this is a warning that goes to all African leaders. That they sit back and allow themselves to be used by the imperialists. Anytime there has been any elimination of any African good leader, it is great. We use our own people against us.
Just as they are doing right now. In Ivory Coast.
And we are sending a strong warning to the Ivory Coast leader. The president of Ivory Coast. If you are a brother and you sit down with our enemy, you become our enemy. Simple. We are not our brother again. Warning to them. Warning to them. And we are sending a strong warning to the president of Ghana to send a strong warning as far as diplomacy is concerned to the president and the consulate of Ghana for Ivory Coast that enough is enough. We are never going to sit down and allow this to happen again. If we believe in African unification, if we celebrate 6th March, which is our independence, that Nkrumah actually linked it to the total liberation of Africa, we are saying today that as he is a president, he should respect that quote of Nkrumah and also believe in the vision of Nkrumah by sending a message to the Ivorian president that, my brother, you are stepping on the toes of the lion. Don't do this as a brother, because if you do, we are never going to sit back and watch you. If we can't get hold of you, you have your families. We will start coming after them. Tell them we are coming.
If we send a brother, the fire will never end.
Of power, of dignity, of freedom for Africa. Africa for Africans. The land of Africa is for Africans everywhere. Our land is our land. Everything is our land. My brothers everywhere. You are the master of your continent. You are free in your continent. In this historical day, you are strong now. You are marching to the glory.
Our enemies are many. and they stand ready to pounce upon and exploit our every weakness. They play upon our vanities and flatter us in every kind of way. They tell us that this particular person or that particular country has greater or more favorable potentialities than the other. They do not tell us, unite, that we are all as good as we are able to make ourselves once we are free.
Let history remember this day, the day the black world stood up and said, "We are not afraid, we are not alone, and we'll never bow again." God
in
bless
January
Africa.
1961, they
Traore.
assassinated Patrice Emery Lumumba, and Congo has never been the same again. In 1963, they assassinated Sylvanus Olympio in Togo, and Togo has never been the same again. Then there were coup d'etats, Kwame Nkrumah himself. In 1966, eliminated via coup d'etat, all his writings, all his speeches banned, never to be read, never to be listened to until 1972, when Ignatius Kutu Acheampong rehabilitated him. Ahmed Ben Bella in Algeria gone. In Nigeria, Nnamdi Azikiwe and Abubakar Tafawa Balewa gone. In Mali, Modibo Keita gone. In Chad, everywhere, coup d'etats. Here in Ethiopia, 1974, if I'm not wrong, coup d'etat and the emergence of the Derg regime. In East Africa, Uganda, coup d'etat, mutinies in Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania in 1971. All orchestrated because we were disunited and we were weak. The predictions of our forefathers and founding mothers that disunited we would remain weak came true. We must unite now. We must have one army. We must have one currency. We must have one foreign policy. We must be united. And I can hear the Osagiefo saying, "I do not want to be the leader of that country. I simply want unity." And I'm saying that we must live here with one united government. They listen not to the Osagiefo. I can still hear those immortal words of the Osagiefo Kwame Nkrumah. We must unite now. We must have one army. We must have one currency. We must have one foreign policy. We must be united. And I can hear the Osagiefo saying, "I do not want to be the leader of that country. I simply want unity." And I'm saying that we must live here with one united government. They listen not to the Osagiefo.